Hello, today I'm going to explain the concept of closures in JavaScript. Closures are an essential part of JavaScript programming and can help you save complex problems. So let's start with a basic question. What exactly are closures? Imagine a function that can remember things even after it's done running. That's the magic of closures. So closure in JavaScript are functions that have access to their own scope as well as the scope of any parent functions. This means that when a nested function references a variable from its parent function, the nested function still has the access to that variable even after the parent function has finished executing. Let's see this in action with a simple example. Imagine a function that creates a secret message. So we are going to create a function that creates a secret message for you. Okay, so just create a function which is create message generator. Okay, and this takes in a message. Then we will create a nested function which is create secret message, right? And this returns that this says, so we have some message for this name, right? And in the last we'll return the create secret message function, right? That's all. We have created a closure here. It's so simple, right? Now let's see, now let's call this, right? So I'll call secret message maker, right? So here I have called create message generator with a message called Apple, right? So now even though the create message is done here, right? But the secret message still remembers the message. The secret message, right? So the secret message variable still remembers the message which we have already passed. So now let me create another my secret. Okay, my secret message. Okay, and in this we pass secret message maker, and here I'll pass my name, right? Now let's console this and check what we will get. So here I'll say my secret message, right? Let's see what it will return. Yes. So in my secret message, we got Apple for Heritage. I hope you can see it, right? So let me explain this. So here, create secret message function, right? So this create secret message function is close around the message variable from its parent function, right? So even after here create message generator finishes the execution, so create secret message can still access the message. So this function has still access to this message, right? Because it's a part of closure, right? And when we call it with Hirdesh, so it will have already have access to Apple, so it returns Apple for Hirdesh, right? Now let's move forward. So closures can be beneficial in several use cases in JavaScript programming. They can help maintain private variables, implement callback functions, and create model code. So by keeping variables inside closures, you can create private variables within functions, like making them inaccessible from the outside world, right? So let's see example for that also. So now I'm going to create a counter function, right? So I'm going to say create counter, right? So it will create a counter for us. Okay, and in that I'll create a count which will be initially 0, right? So this count is in the parent function, right? Now I'll return a nested function, right? Which is what it will do is it will return the incremented count. Okay, so here we have created a closer. Let's see how this closer behaves. So now let's say I have created a variable which is counter, and in that I'll say create counter. Okay, so now this counter will behave as a counter, so every time it will increase this count variable, right? Because it's a closer, so it will have every time it will have access to this count. Okay, so let me console it counter. Okay, so let's see what we will get. We'll get 1. Cool. Let me console it again. Okay, we will get 2, and here we will get 3. So here we have created a counter, right? So which is incrementing every time, right? So here the count variable is encapsulated within the create counter function, right? Because this variable is inside this create counter function, and so because of this we are not able to access it, or the outside world will not be able to access it. So each time we call the counter, it retains the access to count and increments it, right? Creating a private counter. So kind of a private counter we have created, right? Now closures are often used with callback functions also to preserve data or context that's relevant to callbacks execution. And you can also create reusable modules using closures where functions share data without populating the global scope. Now, while closures are a powerful feature in JavaScript, they can also lead to potential issues, right? So there are some issues with closures like memory leakage. So while closures can hold on to variables, they don't automatically cause memory leaks. Just be mindful of how long you need the data with the closures, right? And next is like scope confusion. Don't mix up closure scope with regular function scopes. Closures assess variables from their lexical scope, not the scope where they are called, right? So we should not mix the scope from the regular functions. So closures might seem like magic at first, but hopefully this video has shed some light on it. Remember, practice makes perfect. Try using closures in your own projects and explore further resources online to deepen your understanding. If you found this helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more JavaScript content, and leave a comment below if you have any questions. Until next time, happy coding.